Hey guys, Sam from Manfa's Makes. How are you all? Welcome back to all my returners and hi to any newbies. It's so great to have you here. Please do stick around a while, and if you like what you see, give me a thumbie. They are free. So I have hopped on today, and yes, I'm in my jammies because it is Wednesday the 27th of December 2023 when I am filming this, and we got back today from a 3-day stay at my mum and dad's. We have got all of the children's present hauls in and put away until I can get the time to have a massive sort through. And I realised that I didn't have today's video film because it's all been a bit of a whirlwind, not even gonna lie. So we've put all of that away and I've had my shower and now I'm in my jammies because as soon as I film this, I am gonna go and chill and finally get some crocheting done this week because I have not picked up my hook since Saturday the 23rd and we're now Wednesday the 27th. So yeah, about 4 days, guys, I am getting real withdrawal symptoms and I need to get some crafting done because tomorrow's video is going to be crochet catch up and I'm not going to have anything to show at this point. Anyway, we all had a fabulous Christmas. We were spoilt rotten. We had lots of good quality family time, even if we didn't get any good quality crafting time. And I hope that each and every one of yours Christmas was fabulous as well. And if not, love and hugs. There's always next year, right? Okay, so why have I come on here today? I have come on here today to basically give you some facts and figures about my yarn usage for 2023. Now I know it's not quite the end of the year, but my scheduling of videos means that I kind of need to do this today. There's no other explanation for it, guys, because we're going to do my project and yarn tally today. We're going to do crochet catch up tomorrow. And then Mike and I have to film crochet and chat with a sum up of 2024 for Saturday. Because the next time we'll be back after Saturday, it's already 2024. So sorry, sum up of 2023. My goodness, I'm racing ahead, getting it all wrong. So yes, sum up of 2023 on Saturday. And then Monday, we are blasting into the new year with lots of other lovely, wonderful, exciting things. And just shh, it's a secret. Monday's video, the 1st of January, is the launch of a brand new collaboration I am doing with one of my dear friends. So look forward to that one. Anyway, so all year long I have been collecting my yarn bands. And I will be collecting again next year. And what I'm trying to do, guys, is I am trying to beat the numbers from the previous year. We will get onto that in just a second. But another thing that I have been keeping tally of is all of the projects that I have made throughout the year as well. Now, I filled this and I had to put extra projects in the note section at the back because I ran out of proper pages for it. Now, this is the majority of my projects. There have been a few what I call little tiny crochet projects which I did duplicates of. Sometimes I have counted each of those as an FO, and sometimes I have just done a collective as it's part of a bigger project. It just depends. My official tally is 63 FOs for 2023, guys, which I am super impressed with. But that could be nearer to 70 or 80 if I had done literally every little thing that I had crocheted. But I have kept it at 63 projects completed for 2023. And I kept it all in this book that was gifted to me in Happy Mail. It's I Never Dreamed I'd Grow Up to Become a Sexy Crocheting Lady, but here I am, killing it. And it has been my absolute saviour for this year because it gives you a project number, it gives you a start date and a finish date, what pattern you're using, who it's for, where you got the pattern from, what yarn you're using, the colour of yarn you're using, or the dye lot number, hook size, literally everything you need to make sure that you never forget what hook you're using, what yarn you're using, what project you're making. And it has really helped me stay on top of my whips to turn them into FOs. Now, I do have a couple of projects that I am going to have to carry on to next year, but not as many as I did last year. So that is awesome as well. So what I am carrying forward to next year will be my Forget-Me-Not Fairy, and I'm actually debating on restarting that, as it's been so long since I started it. I started it at the end of June this year, and I got myself all a little bit confused in how to do the chin of the head, and I think I'm just going to deconstruct what I've done, remake it in its entirety, so that I am in the zone and knowing exactly where I am, what I'm doing. I think I've left it a bit long in between starting it to know exactly where I am. So the Forget-Me-Not Fairy will be rolling over if I decide to finish it. And the other one that will be rolling on, so I've only got two. I've got a tiny little amigurumi, and then I have got my 2-colour granny square blanket, which is the one I am making as my memento blanket to remember Yarny Fairy Godmother, as she was the one who sent me the yarn. I started that one on the 24th of July, so it has been in the making for some time, but I want it as big as my king size bed, so it is a huge project, guys. But other than those two things, everything else is done. It really, really is. So you're probably thinking, so she must have got her fruit square blanket done then. Yes, I did, guys, and I will show you that tomorrow. So yes, only 2 projects rolling over to 2024. So I am super made up about that. I am super happy about that. Now, when I'm going on to the yarn bands in just a minute, I am including 10 of the Patons, the white, and 3 of the spun colours that I am using in the 2-colour granny square, because I have used those 13 skeins of yarn in their entirety. And even though the project is not finished, it is yarn that I have used up in 2023. So I've made a little note in here that 10 of the white and 3 of the spun colours have been included in 2023's tally. And that will mean that the further skeins, balls, cakes that I use in that blanket going into 2024, they will count as 2024 ball bands to tally up for next year. Basically, when it comes to like my scrap bin, if there is a big enough scrap to use in other projects, I ball it up or cake it up depending on how big it is, and I put the yarn band inside that scrap. When that scrap gets used in its entirety, I put it in my yarn band stash for the year. So although I may not have technically used that whole band in that one little project, it does mean that in previous years it hasn't counted in a tally either. So it eventually gets counted in a tally when I have finally used the last little bit of it. So that's one of my top tips for you. Keep your yarn bands until you've got rid of the entirety, and you will get the yardage of the whole ball, even if you just use the smidgy scrap you had left. That's the way I do it. Other people do it differently, but I'm just letting you know how I tally things up. And what else was I going to say? There are obviously other yarns that I have used and I still have scraps left that I have put in the scrap bin with the yarn label inside the scrap. So even though I've used the majority of the skein or the cake this year, it's not going to be counted until I've used that scrap up. So it works both ways. you use the majority of your yarn but you can't count it, and then you use a smidge bit and you can. So it kind of equals that out. Anyway, I am not going to keep you too long because I do have lots to be getting on with, and of course I have still been working over this Christmas period and I still have more shifts upcoming. So let's get down to the facts and figures, shall we? So like I said, this is the envelope of yarn bands, all the yarn bands that I have managed to use and squirrel away for the year. Now I have counted these, but I am not going to tell you how many, because for all of you loyal yarny friends and family that watch me every day and watch me from beginning to end, this is going to be a secret giveaway. So we will come back to these in a minute. There's a sneak peek. So start thinking about how many yarn balls there might be. So 63 projects completed, and that is not including tile of the week. Okay, so there are a lot of tiles of the week that could have been included in the FOs, but I don't include them in my FOs. It's not going to be an FO until the whole book is done. So there were a lot of tiles of the week for 2023 as well. Okay, I can tell you that last year I used 21,411 yards. This year I used 30,714 yards. So I beat that by nearly 10,000 yards, guys. Bearing in mind that I do work outside of the home, I have a busy life with the 4 kiddos and their schedules. Yeah, so to get through over 30,000 yards, nearly 31,000 yards, is incredible. I am super chuffed with those figures. So if you work in meters, last year I did 19,578 meters. This year I did 28,084 meters. So yeah, miles, if you were to take yarn and then roll it out to see how many miles it would cover, mine works out to be that last year I did just over 12 miles. This year I did 17.5 miles. That's how much yarn I used, guys, and for me that is nearly to the big city, the nearest city to me from where I live, which is just mind-blowing that I have used that distance of yarn. Crazy. And if you use kilometers, last year I did 19.5 kilometers. This year I did 28.1 kilometers. So I can give you those facts and figures. Oh yes, I can. So yeah, 17.5 miles or 30,714 yards. Absolutely chuffed to pieces that I smashed all my figures from last year. But it does mean, guys, I'm giving myself a very tall order for next year. I don't know if I'm going to be able to beat it year in, year out, because I can't go into too much detail, but next year my life is going to be getting even busier. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to beat these figures next year, but I'm going to give it a darn good go. I really am. So back to the yarn labels. You guys need to guess how many yarn bands or yarn labels I went through. Now it's going to be really difficult because I can't show you them all individually because you'll just be able to count, but there are a lot here, guys. A lot. Loads and loads and loads and loads and loads and loads. All shapes, all sizes. A lot. Try and give you different views. Let's do a fan from this side. Okay, so absolute tons and tons and tons and tons and tons. So down below, if you want to be entered into this giveaway, and it is worldwide because you know, the prize is going to be $20 straight to your PayPal. You're going to have PayPal, guys, because over here in the UK we don't do Cash App or Venmo or any of the other things that you use to transfer money to each other. So it has to be PayPal. You have to have a PayPal account, and I will directly ping you $20 if you get the correct guess. Now, I need to give a margin for that. So the person who is closest to that number within 5 yarn bands will be the person that wins, and it's 5 less than the number. Not, you can't go over. It's got to be either bang on or within 5 below the total number. I hope that makes sense. Put your guesses down in the comment section down below. Now, the usual YouTube giveaway rules apply. They are not sponsored or affiliated. I am not sponsored or affiliated by anybody. You have to be over the age of 18. It is open worldwide. I don't need to do any of the other rules really, because I'm not physically sending a prize. I am just going to be electronically pinging you $20 just as an end of the year little extra goodwill gesture, just a little token. Yeah, so get your best guests in, guys. You have got, so you will be seeing this on the 28th of December 2023. You have got until when shall we give you till? You can have until January the 3rd, so just shy of a week. And let me write that down, otherwise I am going to forget. So I will put winner of yarn band $20 PayPal, and I will know exactly what that means. So be aware of the scammers and spammers, guys. I will not be commenting on anybody's comment on this video. If you see someone using my logo with a similar name, it is not me. If you are told down in the comments you have won, it's a scam, guys. Do not give them any of your personal information. Do not follow their instructions, because you will end up out of pocket. The only way that you are going to know that you have won is if you come back on the 3rd of January and watch my drawing of the winner. So I will be going down through the comments and picking the person that has the closest guess to the total number of yarn bands that I used in 2023. So good luck. There can only be one winner, and I wish I could gift you all, but I cannot. It is impossible. But yeah, if you fancy $20 PayPal, I don't know, treat yourself to a new pattern book, treat yourself to a couple of patterns over on Ravelry, go on Amazon, get yourself, I don't know, a new hook, or I don't know, go to one of your favourite yarn shops and get yourself $20 a yarn on Manfa. Whatever you want to do with it, put it towards a bill that you didn't think you were going to be able to pay. Whatever you want to do with that PayPal is your business. But if you would like to be in with a chance, put in the comments how many ball bands you think I used in 2023, and I will come back on the 3rd of January via video and let you know who was the winning guest. Right, I'm going to leave it there for today. So yes, I have had a very productive year in my fibre art. That is crochet that I love so very much. Like I mentioned, there is crochet catch up tomorrow. I do think that will be a very quick video. I don't know if Mike will have anything to show. I have got my finished fruit squares blanket to show you because I managed to put the border on. There might be a smidgy bit of the 2-colour granny, but it depends how much I get done after clicking this camera off tonight. And other than that, guys, so yeah, it's going to be a pretty short crochet catch up. And then, like I said, on Saturday, Mike and I will be doing a crochet and chat, summing up 2023 for you all. And there we have it. That will be the last videos of December, the last videos of 2023, because like I said, I'm coming in with a blast on Monday, the 1st of January 2024, with a brand new collaboration that will kick off on the very first of the brand new year. Okay, guys, I shall see you tomorrow, but until then, stay safe, be kind, look after one another, get some good quality time in with your loved ones, and get some good quality crafting time in. I will see you in the next one, or around the YouTube streets. Bye, guys. Love you loads.